Historical record of the death of President Kennedy, compiled United Press International American Heritage Magazine. Introduction by Bruce Cadden. Okay, they said he was supposed to be like their king, right? Of Ireland. He was like supposed to be their king, and they killed him in broad daylight, right? Historical record, United Press International, American Heritage Magazine. 1964, right? So they said your conspiracy to kill people. The official document, like the Marines. He's in his rocking chair, where he's like a king. There was no one by his side for him. Talk about race and gender, right? Jackie Onassis, Kenny Bouvier, some French women. Bouvier is a dog. Bruce Ken. To talk about race, he's dead. She married a Greek guy, right? Onassis. John F. Kennedy. Leftist was most of all an attitude. To put it in the simplest terms, he looked ahead. He knew no more than anyone else what the future was going to be like. But he did not know what that was where he ought to be looking. Only to a limited extent are we prisoners of the past. The future sets us free. It is our escape hatch. We can shape it to our liking. We had better start thinking about how we would like it. It was time for us to take that attitude because we took thought we were growing old. We had lived through hard experience and we were tired, and out of our weariness came caution, suspicion, and crippling desire to play it safe. Came so worried about what we had to lose that we never began to think about what was still to be gained. Sometimes it looked as if we were becoming a nation of fuddy-duddies. The world was moving faster than ever before, and we were beginning to regret that we was moving at all because we were afraid where it had taken us. But President Kennedy personified youth and vigor. Perhaps it was symbolic. Both his friends and Spurs picked up his Boston accent. Vigor. He went about hatless like he did to mingle with crowds. Shake the hand of all and sundry. For recreation he played touch football. For the rest he sat old-fashioned rocking chairs with the sly mockery of his own exuberance. He seemed to think that things like music and painting and literature were essential parts of American life, that it was worthwhile to know what the musicians and artists and writers were doing. Whatever he did was done with zest, as if youth were for the first time touching life and finding exciting. With all this, there was a cool maturity relic by itself. Vigor is not enough. Courage is needed also. When youth has courage, requires composure. Most perilous President Kennedy kept his poise. He challenged the power of darkness at least once. During the hours when he was had to stay close to the fateful trigger. He was composed and unafraid. Once in the great wild nation, like a man, has to be ready to spend itself utterly. Some riots means more than survival itself means. President Kennedy led us through such a time, began to see that the power of darkness, perhaps not quite as strong as we supposed. Then even if it were, there is something else that matters much more. It was his attitude that made the difference. Performance can be judged in various ways. We have plenty of time to appraise the value, the lack of value of concrete achievements in Kennedy administration. Person who's could stop thinking about what our country could do for us. Think instead what we would do, what our country do for us. Think instead what we might do to our country. We're not given specific programs that I would embody the ideal in actual practice, huh? So they write about the problems. They went through bad stuff. Ukrainians came over Hasselford. So he's whacked on Johnny Newborn's birthday. So the Marines were stalking people and trapping them, staging a coup. He said he died. It was his birthday. He was killed. He's in jail. Then August 18th, 1969. They said he was 28. He was born around Kirsten. His dad dished him at 2. Well, there's like 3 million DuPont bastard kids where they're a disgrace to people. So you want to be goldie digging. They try to say you pay for your car, you didn't pay for your car. So you're having trying to say goldie dig people who are attacking me about this guy, yeah? So you try to say you pay. So Turbotville, you said Smith. Smith developed like this place. Maybe there's a mill house here, maybe a river. Where Smith's family, he died with 10 kids. They wouldn't help him. They said the police said they wrote the book where they wouldn't help his Catherine Smith with the mill house. Then we wound up with the mill house. Said you wouldn't pay for his work. You tried to develop the place. The place doesn't just blow up or anything. So it might be his historic 1771 mill house, right? But you wouldn't pay for stuff. He's like a king and they pledged that he's just whacked on his birthday. I don't know. You said all kinds of stuff. So here's your police where you said there's no openly like hardened criminals and had mental wards in prisons for years where you wouldn't pay for stuff, so on mental wards in prison. So your state police, right? Turbotville, right? Turbotville, you. So you're up here with your picture of Turbotville, right? Like a huge police department, right? So you're up here. This is like the police department filled up with people. You pay for Smiths who wants to have a coup. So you wouldn't pay for their development. Then they had no real money. They had barely any income. America's bankrupt. So you had $27 trillion, $33 trillion of debt. You wouldn't pay them. Then you want to start a civil war and kill you and rob you. You pay 15 cents a day. Right? You wouldn't pay them, so they're staging a coup. Right? They were up here with they're like in mental wards and prisons, Indian trails, right? So you wouldn't pay them. They want to kill you and rob you, like Robin Hood. So they're trying to develop like a place. You'd pay them to develop it. You didn't care. And all kinds of wealth, but you wouldn't pay them. Then they want to kill you and rob you. Great. You didn't care. So you didn't care about the pig iron. Didn't care about the cars or the guns. You didn't care. You didn't value it. You want to put them in prison. So get you pig iron. Didn't care. Didn't give a shit. So Jesse Davis didn't care about packing valuables for him. They could find gold and silver. He didn't care. He'd make a reason to visit. They have gold and silver they could find. You have trees help dredge it up. Takes years and you didn't care about. Didn't even care about the pearl. Like the pearl, you didn't pay for them to develop the place, right? Their collars, the pannier, the grand lady, huh? The great statesman. So they tried like an English lord and lady, right? And then they tried. Knee breeches, huh? So they're trying to mimic like great people. That'd be great, right? That'd be a wonderful person. You didn't pay them. You didn't value them. You didn't want to invest in the treasure map and the pearl. You didn't care. I'm going to kill you and rob you. Essex County, New Jersey. They were totally developed prison and kill you because you didn't pay them for their work. Timothy Williams, right? So, 1772. So they're up here trying to kill people and rob them and start wars, siege of kooks, and pay them for their work. Then you like JFK in public, right? It's really real to see the trees they didn't value and pay for. They want to siege a coup. So Treasure Island, they have a map you didn't pay for. Treasure Island, the Pearl didn't pay for their stuff, you didn't value them. So they tried, didn't pay him for his work. He didn't care about the treasure island, didn't care about the pearl, didn't care about them, didn't pay for their stuff. They have barely any income, they have all this debt. So they have stuff, you didn't value it. You could get pig iron to have a smith shop, but you didn't care. By 18th century, you had all kinds of pig iron. You didn't pay for it, you didn't pay your all's debt because you wouldn't value it. So your country wants a coup because you don't value it, right? They have fires, they lose stuff, doesn't matter to you. Their pig iron and guns and knives, they're what they had already, they knew how to have it. You didn't pay for their work or their development, you didn't value them. So then when you stage a coup, they had all kinds of money, but they wouldn't help people, didn't pay for their work. Quilt making, right? 6,000 years of quilts, right? Car, they were working on that. Here's Grandma Moses of Turbotville, Mrs. Laura Smith, 81, right? 8 Paradise Street, Turbotville. Sketches of paintings. They wanted to destroy your country, take over because you didn't pay them for their work. You didn't value the pearl and treasure, you didn't care, wouldn't invest in them. They had stuff, you didn't pay for it, you didn't care, they tried. Then they want to destroy your country. They want to kill everyone because you didn't pay for stuff. So Indians had these trees, you don't care about studying how their silver and gold, didn't care, didn't value them. So they want to kill you and everyone because you don't care about them, won't visit. So they can get you some gold and the pearl, you don't care, you don't pay for your stuff, they're in all this debt because you won't pay your bills. Williamson's and me, they don't pay their bills, they don't care. So they don't care, they want to kill everyone because you don't give a shit, you won't pay your bills. So nobody made money, you won't pay their bills, you don't value their effort, then they want to kill you all. Don't care, you're all dead, they want to kill everyone, don't care. So you won't pay your bills, that they want to kill everyone, you don't care. Police said that they have this huge development where you wouldn't pay for stuff, then you want everyone to die because you won't pay for stuff. They do a place. You don't pay for it. They have a map of a place with gold and treasure that they want to kill you because you don't pay for stuff. They rob people and want to kill them and lock them in mental wards and scam them and torture them. So nobody want to visit because they wouldn't pay for stuff. They want to kill you. So they're nice people. They were $2 billion. You just want to kill them and rob them. Won't visit them. They want to get back at you and start a huge coup. Marines were involved with stalking JFK, killing him because you didn't care about them. You're up here. The VFW want to kill everyone because you won't visit them. Don't care. You'll pay for their bills.